Hey. Come on.
In this video, we are going to learn how to round off to the nearest 1000. Now, it's very similar to rounding off to the nearest 10 and to the nearest 100. It's just that when we round off to the nearest 1000, we have to see which multiple of 1000 the number we are using lays closest to. But the best way to do this is for us, obviously, to get straight into it. So, let's round off the number 1320 to the nearest 1000. And like before, we're going to place our number on the number line in front of us, which has 4 multiples of 1000 on it. It's 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. So let's place 1320 on this number line. I said to lay somewhere over here. 1, 3, 2, 0. So the multiple of 1000 before 1320 is 1000. And the multiple of 1000 after 1320 is the number 2000. Okay? So now we can already see that the number 1320 lays closer to 1000 than it does to 2000. But again, let's use our rule to check if the answer we have here is correct. And by now, we know the rule for rounding off. So let's get straight into it. The first thing we have to do is locate the number that is in the 1000 place. So let's have a look. 0 is in the ones place. 2 is in the tens place. 3 is in the hundreds place. And 1 is in the thousands place. Now the next step is, let's see which number is next to the number we are focusing on. And next to that number we have the number 3. And now you know what to do next, right? We have to check if that number is 5 or more, or 4 or less. And again, if it's 5 or more, we will round up to 2000. If it's 4 or less, we will round down to 1000. And it's clear that the number 3 is less than 4, and therefore the number in the thousand place will stay the same, and all the numbers after it will become 0. So our answer is 1000. And it's exactly the same as what we picked up on the number line. So next up, we're going to round off the number 2722 to the nearest 1000. So let's place the number 2722 on our number line. I think 2722 will lay somewhere over there, right? And if we write in the number, we'll see that the multiple of 1000 before 2722 is the number 2000, and the multiple of 1000 after 2722 is 3000. Now, just looking at the position of the number that we are focusing on, we can already tell that it lays closer to 3000, so we will round up to 3000. But again, let's check our rule, which is based on this, and see if the answer is the same. So, step 1, locate the number that is in the thousand place. And we can see that it's over here. It's the 2. 2 is in the ones, 2 is in the tens, 7 is in the hundreds, and 2 is in the thousands place. Next up, and we know it by now, right? Ons het mos die man, we got it. We have to look at which number is next to the number we are focusing on. And next to it we have the number 7. And now we have to check, is this number 5 or more or 4 or less? And we know that 7 is in the 5 or more category. And therefore, or because of that, our number in the thousands place will increase by 1. So if it's a 2, it will become a 3. And all the numbers after it will become 0. So 2722 rounded off to the nearest 1000 is 3000. And that's the same answer that we got when we looked at the position of the number 2722 on our number line. The last number we are going to look at to round off to the nearest 1000 is the number 3,500. And I'm sure by now you know the drill, you get how this whole thing works. 3,500 will lay exactly in the middle of 3,000 and 4,000. So, again, it's important to take note of this. The multiple of 1,000 before 3,500 is 3,000. And the multiple of 1,000 after 3,500 is 4,000. And when you look at it from here, it's exactly in the middle. And when it's exactly in the middle, and it's usually with the number 5, then we have to round up, because that is what was decided by the mathematical world. And if we round up, we'll round up to 4,000. But again, let's look at our rule for rounding off to confirm if 4,000 is the correct answer. And I'm so comfortable with this already, and I'm sure you are too. Step 1, see which number is in the 1,000 place. And it's the number 3. Then we have to look at which number is next to the number 3. And in this case, it's the number 5. Is the number 5 in the 5 or more category or in the 4 or less? Clearly, it's 5, so it's in 5 or more. And when it's 5 or more, the number we are focusing on, the number 3, will increase by 1. So 3 increased by 1 will give you 4. And the numbers behind the 3 will become 0. So 3,500 rounded off to the nearest 1,000 will give us 4,000. And using the rounding off rule gives us exactly the same answer as when we looked at it on the number line.